One. All right, welcome to the tailgate party because we're going to tell the tales of amazing partners, community sponsors, and people that I'm working with. And I have here one of my favorite people in the world. That's right. She's like right there on the list. Like there's one A, there's my wife, there's my kids, and then she's like one C, one D underneath there. Rose Thompson, the executive director of Activate Good. And if you don't know about Activate Good, well, you're gonna get to know a little bit more about them today. So great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are. And we're gonna be talking about a fun event coming up next month in May, the Triangle Businesses for Good Summit. But before we get into that, let's introduce Rose. Rose, hey, hi, and hello.
Hello, I'm so glad to have be here with you, Alex. Thank you for asking me to do this.
For sure, and thank you for saying yes, because most people would have been like, "No way, heck no, not
Hard
today."
to say no to you. I mean,
Well,
you're that guy.
I'm the guy, but we're here to talk about you, the lady. So I mentioned that you are executive director of Activate Good. So for those people who are like in La La Land, who are like in some other realm, what is Activate Good? What do y'all do? Who do you serve?
Yeah, so we're a nonprofit based in the Raleigh area of North Carolina, but we serve the whole Greater Triangle region and we work to improve our community through people-powered projects for good. We do that in a lot of ways. Number one, through our volunteer opportunity database on our website, so people can go to our website and sign up to volunteer for opportunities posted by our 600 plus community partners. So, working to support various schools and nonprofits across our region. We also have youth programming and business programming, school programming, trying to create a pipeline of do-goodery and helpers to get out there and serve in our community.
Yes, so you as the queen of do-gooders, why? Why do you do good? Why do you want to change the world and be kind and do all these wonderful things for our, for the Raleigh area?
It's timely, right? I feel like our mission is timely. It's something everyone should just be doing right now. And I've been a part of the organization for 13 years. I've seen it grow tremendously, and it's clear that people want to help, and we're helping to provide that, catalyst and conduit for them to get out there and do that. So I think my why in terms of this organization is I love that we work to support so many causes. If you're not passionate about any particular one, this is a great place to plug in and try as many as you'd like. I have a lot of causes that I'm passionate about, but I just love that we do this for so many organizations and I get to see real impact every day. But I think ultimately what's kept me here is I'm surrounded by good people, like literally like you, who want this world to be a better place and believe in that. And, they're rising up the next generation to do that very thing that we all need to get behind right now.
Yeah, for sure. I had the pleasure of volunteering a couple of months ago for the diaper bank of North Carolina, and it was a really fun project. And I got to bring my wife, my kids along, and just get to show them like firsthand what it looks like when you pour back into others, when you're actually serving, and it's not just lip service. Like, hey, we're just gonna do good. No, we're actually boots to the ground, hands doing the dirty work, so to speak, of making sure people are taken care of. That we we serve in a way that provides dignity and also a real resource for those who are underserved or underrepresented to receive. So I want to just always say salute you to that, salute you to the entire team who backs you up, and kind of going back into your story, right? I want to like just peel back even before Activate Good. Like what? Who was this lady Rose Thompson? Like what is she about? Like what's her deal?
Well, I have a real heart for nonprofits, and I came to the sector from education some 20 years ago. And Activate Good is not the only nonprofit that I've spent my life dedicated to. There are several others that I've worked for over time in various states throughout the U.S. because my husband's job sort of took us all over in our early years of marriage. But we've been settled here in this region since 2008. And I just love this sector. I love what we're all striving to do. There's a collective goal to really co-dream with the communities we're serving and help those who are underserved that, need help and to get out there and, support these causes that are fledgling. Like we're this sector needs helpers. And I say that because, last year Activate Good experienced a 300% increase in the number of community partner applications that came our way. That's
Whoa.
huge. So that tells us that we're needed. Our work and what we're doing, just to empower volunteers to get out there and support those causes tells us that we are a service to these nonprofits and schools. But we also saw a 31% increase in volunteers, and that's the largest spike we've ever seen in 1 year here at Activate Good. So that also tells me that people want to get out there and help, and sometimes they, don't know how. So they find our site and they sign up. And we're seeing a lot of repeat volunteerism, and that's our end goal, right? Hopefully, our vision is that everyone will just do good every day, and maybe our site will close down because they're doing that.
Well,
The end
I
goal, right?
yeah,
Years
that's
into the
amazing.
future.
Yeah, it's like all right, just shut it down. Everybody's got it covered from here. Like we
Yeah,
all
right.
North
That's the end goal.
Carolinians, from Wake County, Johnson County, Harnett, like you name it
Yeah,
across the state, we got it covered. So
right. Yeah.
and I was thrilled to learn about y'all last year. I'm like, look at me, y'all. I'm like a Southerner. Y'all's
You are.
last year. So I want to give a shout out to Dr. Sarah Glova, aka Sarah Nova, who's our current president at the National Speakers Association Carolinas chapter. She introduced me to you and Activate Good, and I was placed on the DEI panel last year at your annual summit. So that's how we got connected, and now we wound up in this web of friendship and partnership together. And now this year, right, 2026, you're bringing it back again, this Triangle Businesses for Good Summit. So can you speak a little bit more to that, about what this event's about, and who is going to benefit the most from being in that room?
Yeah, so I believe this is our 5th year hosting this annual event. It's been hosted at a variety of venues over time, and it's grown over time, which is, what we hope for as a small yet mighty nonprofit that's working to serve various communities. But we often bring our business partners to the table because that's where the people power is, right? And that's where the funding is to get some of the good projects that we do done. So we do have a Triangle Businesses for Good membership-based program that companies can join annually. We have a lot of small businesses and a lot of really large corporations in the area that are part of that. So while we're bringing them together at this annual event, it's open to the public, but I think it's best for those who are corporate social responsibility leaders, HR leaders, business owners, business leaders to come on out and be a part of this event. Our goal is to bring those purpose-driven businesses together and move the needle on civic engagement, employee volunteerism, and just giving back in the community during a time when it's needed more than ever. This year's lineup is pretty phenomenal, and let's just go ahead and tell them who the MC is. Did you want to
I mean,
share?
I thank you for setting up, because I was going to mention, like, there was some dashing, dazzling young guy who was tagged to be the MC, the event host.
Hmm.
I wish I could remember his name. It's like
Uh,
some people
Alex
confuse him with
something.
Denzel, but it's Alex Dumas. Oh my God, it's me. I'm gonna be the host this year after speaking last year, so I'm thrilled. I was so excited when I saw your email. Look at you with the right when you reach out to me and ask, hey, there's nobody else I could think of who would be a better MC. So my little ego boost right now is like, why'd you think of me? Like, why was I the guy you tagged to say you're the right person for this role this year?
Yeah, I think when Sarah introduced us and the first time you entered into that TBG summit last year, I could just see that you were the person who just lights up the room with your charisma and your connection to the people in that space. And you automatically felt like part of the Activate Good team. So I think our team was all like, let's ask Alex, will he come and do this? Doesn't he do that? Yes, he does. But let's share that with the businesses that we're partnered with too, right? And so that's another wonderful thing about this event. All of our speakers are volunteers, and they're all phenomenal speakers who are typically, paid for this as part of their daily jobs. And I think it's wonderful that they're giving back in this way. A lot of them are small business owners too. So it's great to have them there and be a part of this event. And, beyond having you as the amazing MC, we have just great sessions from all kinds of topics this year. And Our venue's Lenovo, which is very exciting. They attended last year and said, "Gosh, it feels like you've outgrown this space. Can we host it?" Well, yes, you can. So,
You're not
we'd
gonna
love to
say
see
no.
other
Don't turn down free
businesses
help, right?
step up that way
Yeah.
for, this little old nonprofit and others in our region, right? Share your space with us. So we're super excited to have, that wonderful space and to be able to gather there on May 13th. And there are a lot of fun things planned for that because the theme is level up for good. So we're really rolling with the gaming theme this year. So there'll be a fun few audience surprises and such as we game away our morning.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited about it. And just for those who didn't catch that, right? May 13th, that's when this event's happening from 9 to about 12:30 ish, right? We're gonna
Yes.
stay true to that timeline, and it's gonna be at the Lenovo building in Morrisville, not the Lenovo Center. So don't drive over to Carter Finley and wonder like, where is this event? Like, go to Morrisville. We're gonna put that link in the chat so you can get tickets, so you can also pass it on to your friends. So if you're in HR, as Rose mentioned, if you are in the volunteer space, if you are somebody who's a leader in your own company, tag somebody else, tag people who you know would benefit from being at an event like this. Because as she said, we have some dynamite speakers. Several of them are my friends in National Speakers Association. Some of them I haven't met yet, but I'm gonna meet and I'm gonna rally them around and do similar things like this of just helping to promote the event and also get to know about their stories, because this is what I call a tailgate party, right? A play on both words, right? The sports theme of it and also the tales, the stories, the story behind the story, so that you can get connected with us and we can learn more about you. So as we get close to wrapping this up, we're gonna go into lightning round because we were all about the games. Rose, besides volunteering, besides running this organization, what's your favorite thing to do?
Oh gosh. You're the second
Right,
person to
softball
ask me this
questions, right?
today, and it's hard to answer because I mean, I immerse myself in this work a little bit too much than I should, perhaps. But
There's a
I
lot of
love
good to do. You're
volunteering.
the
No,
do-gooders.
I love spending time with my family. I have three kids. They're teenagers, and time is fleeting, y'all. Like I just am trying to prioritize my life and put them first, and speak that out to my team as well. You got family and yourself, first before you give to this work, because this work is hard. This is
Yeah,
not easy, as we're all out here trying to do good and make things better for everyone. But I think just spending time with my family, and getting out to travel when we can. And currently, I'm just binge watching The Pit, if you must know what I really like to do in my downtime of it.
I was gonna ask my next lightning round question is, if you weren't a do-gooder, then what would you be doing with yourself?
Oh, well, I have a degree in English. I love to write, creative writing on the side and do it when I can, but it's rare that I get that opportunity. But I love to write short stories and just recollections of things throughout my time on this earth. And yeah, I think it's just fun to sit down sometimes and type out a good story and, jot my thoughts down.
For sure. Also, last one, because you mentioned the theme of this summit this year is level up for good. So, how can we, as North Carolinians, as human beings in general, what would you recommend for us as the way for us to level up for good?
Mm, yeah. As a population, I think just getting out there, taking one step, signing up to volunteers for something, even if it's just an hour of your time, I can tell you it makes a huge difference. And, larger projects out in the community that need many hands, that old adage is true, many hands make light work. So we have plenty of those opportunities on our website. And then if this is, shared out beyond our region, Activate Good is an affiliate of Points of Light, which is a whole global network of nonprofits doing this good work. We all have similar missions. There's 120 plus of us around the globe
Wow.
and four across the state of North Carolina. So just plug into your local Points of Light affiliate or find volunteer opportunities and get out there and do good. But also, if beyond time, if you have resources, nonprofits need your support right now more than ever. I just strongly urge you to get out there and find one you love and donate what you can, or visit their wish list online and buy a few things. It's really fun to receive those in the mail. Those packages arrive. Us nonprofits love opening them up and receiving that kind of love. So, just get out there and give of your time and resources as you can.
Absolutely, yeah. Together, we are stronger together. And I see there's some things in the corner, that top corner of your screen. Like I was gonna ask, how do we find out about Activate Good? Like where do we go? How do we learn about y'all?
We try to make it easy, so we put it on the screen for you. We try to make it easy for people to plug in, but
In case you're
activategood.org,
wondering,
there you go.
dip it into the
Support
bag
your
right here,
merch.
right? We got to Activate Good wherever we go. So
Yeah, and you can click the volunteer button, you can click the donate button. But if
yeah,
you're interested too in being a vendor at this event or sponsoring this event, you can do that as well. Currently, there's a pop-up on the site. So if you visit activategood.org, there's going to be a pop-up about the TBG Summit, and you can click that to purchase your tickets and come join us, at the Triangle Businesses for Good Summit.
absolutely. So for you watching right now, if you had a good time with us for these few minutes, imagine what it's gonna look like in a room with just dozens of wild, people-centered, focused individuals, right? People who are out here leveling up for good, right? We're gonna keep hammering it home because we're here to play, we're here to win, we're here to serve our community and ultimately serve the world. Not save the world, serve the world, but maybe saving's part of it too. However we donate. But if you're willing to donate, if you're willing to attend the event, if you want to just share this with your network, we would appreciate that. We'd love to see you May 13th. That's also another amazing day because that's my best half's birthday. And she's giving me permission to get out the house for a few hours and do some good. So make me look good. Make sure that you show up so that she's like, how come you're missing out on my birthday morning? Because I'm here with you amazing folks. May 13th, 9 a.m. to 12:30 at the Lenovo building in Morrisville. Can't wait to see you. Can't wait to give some bear hugs, some high fives, and you're going to hear some amazing speakers. And this is all for an amazing cause. So, Rose, I want to thank you again. And can I call you Rose? Is that no? Anyway, I'm going to leave that joke alone. Listen, she's like, I've never heard that again before. No, but all jokes aside, I appreciate you for what you do and for who you are, right? Because that's the most important thing. It's not about what we're doing; it's about who we're being when we're doing the work, because that pours out into the people that receive it. So
Well, right back at you, Alex. We greatly appreciate you and the energy you're going to bring to this. So thank you.
now you're welcome. I can't wait to partner with you. Can't wait to see you all. So May 13th, make sure you're there. Lenovo Building, Mooresville, May 13th. Until next time, this is the tailgate party. We'll see you soon. Stay blessed.
Thank you.